Yo, Big Kish back up in here. We're about to go over this video done by Lou Hoopster. Yeah, if y'all don't know who Lou Hoopster is, I'm going to leave a link in the description. Do your homework on Lou Hoopster. You know what I'm saying? I'm laughing for a reason, but hey, look, shout out to Lou Hoopster. And we about to get into why the NBA doesn't respect Drake. Y'all know I like holding y'all. Without further ado, let's get it.
They often say that athletes wish they were musicians and vice versa. But in Drake's case, he simply settled on being the NBA's biggest cheerleader. A lifelong fan of the sport, Drake regularly hits the custom courts he's built in his mansions, showing off considerable skills in the process.
Drake got skills on the court? What? With the shirt tucked in? What?
At times, he's even decimated fellow rappers on the hardwood.
Drake, you played him in basketball?
Mm-hmm.
How did that go?
He whooped my ass, so I ended up losing twice to him.
But y'all wasn't playing one-on-one.
He was playing one-on-one.
And
yo, y'all can't be losing to no Drake, bro. I don't care, bro. Drake, I'm not losing to Drake in no basketball game. I'm sorry.
According to some teams, he's even wrecked their chances with his so-called curse, although he claims that it's nothing more than a myth.
The Drake curse is funny to me, honestly. First of all, the Raptors won a championship, so nobody could ever talk to me about the Drake curse. Toronto Raptors are NBA champions, so if there was a Drake curse, Kawhi would have never hit that shot, we would have never beat the Warriors. There is no Drake curse, but it's funny though.
And in a lot of ways, basketball loves him too. Even back in 2018, he had the most NBA players following him on social media, racking up 161 ballers who wanted to keep up with his life. Since then, that number has likely only spiraled, even if teams have banned some of his softer tracks from the dressing rooms prior to big games.
Or just plays, do you skip it or you take it out of the playlist?
If it's a bad song, I'll skip it, but if it's one of his hits, I'll play it. If it's one of his soft, R&B songs, we'll skip it, because I'm in kill mode right now, trying to...
Hey, this is why Academics was asleep on his live stream while he was listening to Drake.
Get these 4 games, so I'll skip Hotline Bling and anything along that.
He said I'm skipping
And as the hits
Hotline
kept
Bling.
coming and his position was solidified, he's still getting props from the new generation of stars.
I listen to a lot of Drake. I feel like I grew up in his come up.
But things haven't always gone smoothly for Drizzy.
It's funny how the people that love Drake, they manage to look like him as well. That's funny.
When it comes to his relationship with the NBA, not only has he been widely clowned by fans for acting like a proud girlfriend anytime he's near a star player on the court, but his recent high-profile beef has put a strain on some of the relationships he's spent years building with NBA stars. It's your boy Luesta, and this is Drake's love-hate relationship with the NBA. From his courtside clashes and banned broadcast appearances,
Luesta, I thought this was Lou Hoopster.
to broken friendships with NBA legends, this is the wild story of how Drake went from the league's favorite fanboy to one of its most controversial figures. Basketball has always been a part of Drake's life in one way or another. Even Jimmy Brooks tried out for the Degrassi High basketball team in 8th grade before he wound up in a wheelchair. And to this day, he's still a diehard fan, even jumping to the NBA's defense when Noah Lyles tried to downplay its global impact compared to track and field. He thought the speech was going to be so hard in the mirror the night before. Along the way, he's become a fanatical supporter of certain teams and players, but not all of his run-ins with the NBA's biggest stars have been so.
Hey, y'all seen Jay? He said, oh, what's that handshake y'all just did? Oh, I want to do that. What's that handshake?
I'm a fanatical supporter of certain teams and players, but not all of his run-ins with the NBA's biggest stars have been so smooth. Some have gotten a little tense and even confrontational. Considering most of these players dwarf him in stature and strength, some feel that Drake has been walking a fine line for a while now. One of these days, one of those NBA players is gonna punch Drake in the face. Honestly, I want to see it. However, Drake's need to be in the same rarefied air as basketball stars isn't anything new, nor is it always defined by animosity. At times, it's all about the teams he's devoted to, with his adoration of them even getting them into trouble from time to time. From the outset of his career, Drizzy used
I think they was probably paying him to be on the sideline like that. Like, you acting like you a straight up coach. You stepping all on the court.
his newfound celebrity status to get into the back rooms of some of the most famed organizations, even at a college level. Among the first relationships he established was with the University of Kentucky, with the newly famous Drake becoming a regular at Wildcat games, spawning those timeless memes of him shooting an air ball.
I mean, the lows were low during the regular season, and I think that battle tested this group.
And the bro thinks he's on the team image. Though his love for the team is a little confusing.
I thought it was good. Air ball.
Especially since he never went to college, let alone Kentucky. Nonetheless, Drake became a major fan of the Big Blue, creating one of the many sports-related images that gave fans precedent.
Yo, son. That hug?
A major fan of the Big Blue, creating one of the many sports.
Oh, man. Yo. I don't know what's worse, that hug or the tattoo. He got his hand on his hip.
Related images that gave fans precedent to mock him when he was seen clinging onto DeMarcus Cousins during a post-game interview.
Who knows? They'll think of something else.
How tough was it today to keep your cool?
It wasn't tough at all. I mean, all the stories and...
Yo, ain't no way I'm gonna allow a man to put him deodorant on my neck like that, bro. You got armpit hair and sweat all on your ear. There's no way. And Drake is dead serious, like, yeah. Y'all remember when he was in that interview with LeBron James? LeBron was like, yeah, and what I tell you, you tell me like, you know, you tell. Look at this, bro. He be letting people son him. See, Dennis, this what you get.
I mean, to be honest, he was a horrible trash talker. I mean, that was the worst job I ever seen in my life.
Still, they went on to build a strong bond between them. Drake even pulled up to give a hype speech when they made the Final Four, even though they ended up losing.
It's your story, man. It's your time. I watched it happen today. It's one of the strongest years we've had, for real, at this school. Cal will tell you, man. I know. So, it's your time, man. I'm excited to see the story end.
You can't hype me up, ninja. You gonna have to put on one of them tough beats or something like that. Go hum over a song, get your ghostwriters together or something like that. But you ain't hyping me up. You not about to hype me up.
I already know what's on everybody's mind. So trophy.
But even though Kentucky signed off on most of his appearances, there were times where Drake definitely crossed the line trying to rep the team. In 2015, he got hit with a cease and desist after posting a photo with 4-star recruit Charles Matthews before the draft. According to a press release published at the time, the reason was that NCAA rules prohibited the institution from arranging contact between him and the PSAs, as this would be an NCAA violation. This prompted them to send a letter to Drake, directing him to refrain from conversations with prospects of taking photos with prospects when that conversation or photo occurs outside the parameters established by the NCAA. Still, it turns out that one warning wasn't enough. A few years later, he did it again, this time with Tyler Ulis, whose post-show photo with Drake allegedly earned him special treatment, with the NCAA claiming that a member of the famous rapper's...
Y'all see, they was using Drake to do, I'm telling you, they using him to leverage things.
Management team recognized the player and invited him to the back to say hello. The resulting photo was deemed to be a violation, one of half a dozen they racked up in 2015 and 2016. But if you think incidents like this are a testament to how strange and far-reached his ties to basketball are, his NBA relationships have even more twists and turns that range from courtside combativeness to feuds with players over their allegiances and hip-hop beefs. Drake's love for the NBA was never a secret, but one of the first moments that really put it on blast was when he tried to sneak into the Miami Heat locker room after their Game 7 win over the Spurs, only to get denied by security.
No, this is media. Pure media.
Drake getting turned down. Drake. He's with us. Did that just happen?
Yeah.
Thought he had access. Man, you ain't nobody. When it come down to them people, those the people that write the checks. Those the people that own shit for real. You ain't getting up in here. You talking about I am media. Yeah, you ain't no media.
Let him in, Prince. No access for everybody but us?
No, this is media. You're media.
Drake getting turned down. Drizzy Drake is with us. Did that just happen?
Yeah.
And that moment pretty much
They
kicked off
recorded
his
that.
reputation as the NBA's ultimate sideline groupie. But if people were already a little sick of seeing his NBA antics after seeing clips like that, it was about to get a whole lot worse when he became a mainstay at games to the point that he enraged fans who were angered by the amount of screen time he got. This led to a lot of fans pointing out how he's always doing something obnoxious on the sidelines. He just wants attention. Sit down and watch the fucking game like everyone else. Although it feels like he's always been there, Drake's position as a real NBA fixture began when he became an ambassador for the Toronto Raptors in 2013. Brought on to help rebrand the team, Drake treated the role like it mattered just as much as one of his platinum albums. He recalled in an interview that it was one of the best days of his life, suiting up and being officially named the global ambassador of the Toronto Raptors. He spoke proudly about how he always supported the team, shouting out legends like Vince Carter, Damon Stoudemire, and Tracy McGrady as the players who shaped his love for the franchise.
He always got something up under his sleeves. All of his relationships are transactional. I'll do this for you, but I really got something up under my sleeve. You got something that I want. That's Drake.
Above all, he made it clear that he's a Toronto guy through and through, and that repping his city means everything to him. More than anything, I'm a Toronto guy. I'm a city guy. I care about the city more than anything in the world, Drake said. From then on, Drake became a near permanent fixture at Raptors home games. If he wasn't on tour, he would be there rooting for his team, and at times, getting into some very spirited courtside exchanges. But during the Raptors' championship-winning season, things got a little crazy. Among the many players that Drake got on the wrong side of during that season was Giannis Antetokounmpo. During their Eastern Conference games against the Bucks, there proved to be a couple of zesty moments where Drake boldly crossed the line.
Drake enjoying himself, yes.
Yeah, get him out. He's unprofessional. That's unprofessional.
But no matter how irregular this kind of behavior was, Giannis refused to let his professionalism slip. Instead, he insisted he didn't even pay him any thought.
Cameras caught Giannis telling Drake, "We think to shut the front door," I believe that is what he said. And after the game, there was this exchange with Giannis when he was asked.
Listen, NBA players get fined a lot of money if they act out of control, out of order, out of what their contracts say. He gonna sit up there and be an antagonizer. That's what he doing.
About all the attention Drake was giving.
And he got Chubbs with him, jumping up and down like a cheerleader. Look at him.
I asked Drake if he was bringing the belts to troll you, and he said, obviously he was.
Oh, that's good. He cares about me. I really don't. So I'm just here to win games and help my team win. That's all.
But not everyone was willing to brush it off. Giannis' former agent publicly slammed Drake's behavior, calling it a complete violation of the unspoken boundary between players and fans. He even compared it to a concert where a random athlete in VIPs keeps jumping on stage to flex for the cameras. Yeah. But as many NBA players realized, this was nothing personal on Drake's part. Instead, he was just being an overzealous fan who had smoke for an opposing player over the 4 quarters and nothing more. He even shouted him out years later on Certified Lover Boy's 7 a.m. on Bridal Path, spitting, "Don't move like a puto, could at least keep it a buck like Antetokounmpo." Since then, Giannis gave him props in his own right, being spotted singing his recent hit Nokia after a game.
Is Stacy? Is it Keisha? Is it Tracy? Is it...
Nah. Drake probably paid him to say that. I think people be paying everybody to do stuff. Yeah, he paid him to scratch his head. He paid him to do that. But nah, bro. Drake was paid to sit there on the sideline and antagonize them players like that, bro. Now he's spiraling. Now what you gonna do? Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Shout out to Lou Hoopster. I'm gonna leave a link in the description to Lou Hoopster. What y'all know about Lou Hoopster, man? Hey, look, I aspire to be like Luester, man. He be putting in that work, bro. Oh man, that's a true soldier when it come down to this YouTube game, man. Seriously. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the video, man. Why the NBA doesn't respect Drake, because y'all already know it's a lot more going on in this video. Big Kish signing out. Gone, y'all.